ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the DnA podcast. I'm your host, Darius Dominguez.
I'm the co-host, Andrew Matos.
And this episode of the DnA podcast is sponsored by the word of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
That's my word, man.
Yes. How
fascinating is like this topic we're going to talk about on this thing.
This is true. What do we have to talk about today?
Our lovely friend, his name is Eddie Brock.
Ooh,
You know this guy. For the movie that's coming out soon called Venom, Let It Be Carnage. Thank God Marvel listened to me. Thank God. Thank God. Because I'm literally wearing a t-shirt with Venom and Carnage on it because I love Venom. Everyone knows that.
Your favorite character.
My favorite character, hands down.
Yeah.
And we have more Marvel news, somewhat DC news, and some other news.
Yes, some gaming, a little bit of gaming news as well.
Yeah, a little gaming news.
We'll jump right into it. But Andrew, before we get to Venom, I'm gonna have to hold you back a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a very important question. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If, let's say, somebody comes up to you, right, and goes, "Hey, Andrew, happy birthday," right? But it's not your birthday. Okay. It's not your birthday. Okay?
I know this. Yeah.
But they come up to you and say, "Happy birthday." What do? Do you correct them and say it's not my birthday, or do you say thank you and walk away? What would you do?
I'll just say it's not my birthday.
So you'd correct them.
Then I'll say, how fascinating was that person? You'd be so stupid.
That was a very fascinating question.
Yeah, that was a very fascinating question. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I just needed to know.
No, I had that too on Facebook. It was someone on one of my family members. Well, my mom's side.
Was just like
I posted it was my engagement with my fiance, and she goes happy birthday. I'm like thanks.
Thank you.
Like thank you, appreciate it.
What's funny is like I've gotten those before too, and I'm like, Facebook will tell you it's my birthday, so why would you go out of your way and post on my thing and it doesn't even say it's my birthay? And
it's literally on there. It shows
so
everyone.
Funny.
It's so fascinating.
That is jokes. Like, it literally tells you. You know what I mean? Like, it'll say like, it's my birthday.
It's like
show
right
other
there.
people. Yeah,
like, I don't get it.
And they'll just be like, "No, happy birthday." Like,
I was like, thanks, I guess. Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that. All right, let's jump right into Venom.
Oh, the good old Venom.
Dude, this trailer.
Dude, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, it's for sure holding back a lot, right?
Oh, yeah.
For sure. I'm sure a lot of the stuff we saw is like the first 2% of the movie.
Yeah, literally, it's like probably the beginning of the movie, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, a lot of what we saw, besides the little snippet at the end. But like, honestly, this trailer had, super funny in the beginning. Venom making breakfast.
The sing along too with the song.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So good.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, like the way he's getting along with the store clerk, Mrs. Chen, and like.
He's like literally. He just literally pops out and he's like bowing. It's like he's saying hi, which is awesome. I love that. It was so good.
It shows like Venom has more of a sense
like
of
personality, sense of humor. In
this movie. Yeah, this movie. I feel like the first one had the problem where it was like trying to set up its own universe because it wasn't relying on Spider-Man, right? So
that's
there's a lot
true,
of different things, right? Mm-hmm. But this one looks like, we've set up our universe and we're going like 100 miles an hour now. Like it looks so good. Like this looks like it's going to be. And
I forgot to mention too, in the kitchen, in the trailer, it said, "Do not eat people."
Yeah. And I'm sure you know this, but I just thought of it. In the comics, to stop Venom from eating people, Eddie found out that eating chocolate has the same chemical balance or something as a human brain. So by eating chocolate, Venom stops eating people. So that's why in the trailer, Mrs. Chen is like, chocolate delivery didn't come, and Venom and Eddie are pissed, right?
Yeah,
he's gonna eat people. So
it's like I love chocolate. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, I love chocolate. I'd be pissed too, right?
I'll be pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, like
that was funny. He's like, it's like, eat Mrs. Chen. So we're not gonna eat Mrs. Chen. She's like, what? I'm like, nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it looks so good. Like, and without getting to the Carnage part, but like, it looks.
Yeah, man. Like when when Felix Cassidy, when he was like transforming, like a little bit. You seen like his eyes and the red, like the symbiote, and then what happened was that like the mutation, like you just see his hands. That was a big reveal. It shows his hands opening the big door, and he's just like growling, and you see like the symbiote's like stretching out because that's how
Carnage is.
Carnage is. Yeah.
He's so unstable that like it's just everywhere. Yeah,
it's just crazy. And then when I saw that, I was like.
Like, what people don't realize, too, and what I found amazing is through this trailer is, besides Spider-Man not being there, this is following the comics, like, exactly, like, like to literally. A T. Like, the way he becomes, literally. Where he is in that jail, Ravencroft or whatever, the way he becomes Carnage, like, in the chair or whatever, like it's exactly the comics. Like they're following the comics. Like
it is.
This is the origin story, right? Like this is really good.
I know.
I'm a fan. This is
and I like too when it showed like the guys reading the newspaper and it says Daily Bugle.
Oh, okay. You want to get into that?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Carnage first, and then we'll get into that. We'll get into the little Easter eggs. Okay. Carnage. Let's just first of all, he looks sick, right? Like he looks sick. But I know it's just a trailer, right? Mm-hmm. He looks a little too. It's just a trailer. I understand. He looks a little too orange to me.
So that's the thing. Yeah, because they just added that color, but they're gonna make him more red. Obviously.
And we only got what the big reveal, and then there's like a 2-second clip at the end of the trailer where it goes into his face,
and then when it shows like him like going to the screen after.
Yes. Exactly. At the
end. I think what it is. I think for me personally, I think it was the lighting. That hit the effect.
In that specific setting.
Setting. I think that's what it is.
Probably, because we only get 2 looks of him in this trailer. So there's a whole movie still that he's going to be in, right? Like, so he'll probably look different. But through the trailer, like, the color just kind of looks like orangey to me, where he should be like a dark red kind of.
Yeah, like this t-shirt I'm wearing right now. Like this.
And black. Yeah. But, like, I'm not going to cry over that. He still looks amazing, right?
No, yeah, he looks really good.
And even if he is that color the whole movie, I'm not going to cry over it because he looks good. He does look good, right? Like, it's not Spider-Man 3's Venom. Like, it actually looks
right? Topher Grace. Oh,
exactly. We're not going to...
Yeah,
let's not get into that.
Yeah.
That's a whole podcast episode dedicated to that. That's But, seriously, like, it looks... fantastic, like all in all. Like I was so blown away by this trailer.
Me too, man.
And it's just a trailer. Like
it's just like I was excited when I saw it. When you sent me the link, I'm like, okay, I need to click right away and watch it.
Yeah, like it pulls you in. Like it's just
when I watched it, I was like, thank you.
Like
somebody listened.
I'm still bummed that Spider-Man's not included in this universe because that is
not yet.
But we're about to get into that, like you mentioned, with the Daily Bugle and stuff. But. Yeah, for them making their own story with these characters, without Spider-Man being original, they're still following the comics to a degree, and it's original enough that I don't hate it. I still kind of like it.
Yeah, so do I.
I'm still enjoying this. Like a lot of people will cry about anything, right? But I'm still liking it. I think it's still pretty good.
Absolutely.
So you brought up the Daily Bugle. It's the same one.
From Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Now, that, to me, makes no sense. Because it does make sense. But I think it's a different universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It will look the same, but I don't think they're in Sam Raimi's universe. And the reason because, like, I understand the whole thing with, like, the multiverse coming and, like, the different Spider-Mans that we're about to get, right? I totally understand that. And anything's possible at this point because, like, anything can happen, right? It doesn't have to make sense, right? But for me, it's like in Tobey Maguire's universe, an Eddie Brock exists, a Venom exists, like it happened, right?
Yeah.
So how could there be another one? I just don't, unless there's like colliding worlds now through the.
No, I think probably what you just said, like maybe the multiverse and it's just collide together, and then maybe that's when Eddie's gonna see like Spider-Man, like what the hell is this guy? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, who's this guy, you know? So.
Right. And I still think they can bring Spider-Man to a degree into this universe too, right?
Yeah.
Like they can mix and match. There's no problem with that. It's just I don't understand the Tobey Maguire universe thing because there's just too many blockings to like make it make sense. You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you're saying. And like and in the movies too, in the first one, he lives in San Francisco. He's most likely gonna move to New York.
I think he moves to New York in this one because if I'm not mistaken, and I was about to bring this up, Carnage or Cletus Cassidy is being held in Ravencroft Institute, which is for the criminally insane, and that is located in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So Eddie's going there, right?
Oh yeah.
So
to do a interview.
Yeah, and here's the other thing I've been thinking too. Moving on from the Daily Bugle thing, but another Easter egg still. He's in Ravencroft. We've seen Ravencroft in movies before. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Mm-hmm. And personally, I think this Venom and this Carnage fit perfectly with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 mood.
Like in the thing, in that
universe.
In the universe.
So.
And like in the new one, what was it? Oh my God, the first one. Oh, Homecoming of Spider-Man.
Yes.
With Tom Holland. Ravencroft, Vulture's in there too. And Scorpion.
Yes. And like everyone else.
Literally.
So you can have like a whole Sinister Six thing going on. Like
it's gonna happen.
Mind-blowing. Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
The other thing I was thinking too, and I had no idea. Remember we talked about Morbius, like when we started the podcast a long time ago, but this trailer came out way before we started this podcast. Vulture is in that.
In that jail, yeah.
Like the one from MCU, Vulture. Mm-hmm. And Sam Raimi's Spider-Man is on a mural on the wall in one of the scenes in the trailer. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw.
What is going on?
I know.
Like there's too much to piece together. Like I'm sure it'll make sense in the end, but there's way too much going on.
Right now, what they're doing right now in this thing in Marvel for the Phase 4, it's just pure fan service, bro.
Yeah.
Pure fan service.
And it's not always good. I'll say that.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it's good. Yeah. When it makes sense.
And after, if it does make sense and it gets good,
then it's good.
Yes. Mind blown.
Here's the thing. Like I'm hearing there's like this huge rumor going around that there's going to be a Spider-Man 4, right? With an older Tobey Maguire, and it's going to pick up the story there. Why would you ever do that?
Yeah, I know. Well,
leave that story alone.
Yeah, but they were talking about it like for a long time, right?
A long time, like literally 10 years.
Literally over 10 years ago. Yeah,
it's never really died.
Yeah, it never really died. No,
but
yeah. I was gonna say maybe. I don't know. Maybe this might be a way of like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man to like pass on, like
pass on his legacy kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, you're not wrong. Right?
You know what I mean?
But I think they could do that through these movies, like Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. Like you don't have to make a Spider-Man 4 because that franchise is like leave that alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like we got that and it ended with 3 and it didn't end, the way most people would have liked.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It is what it is. It's still a very good trilogy. But don't what would it be? 14 years later, make a new movie or something?
I know. Older with a beard like mine right now.
Yes, I see. Exactly. But okay, the thing I was gonna say with this whole Venom and Carnage movie or whatever, this universe, is I think this is a perfect opportunity through the Spider-Verse and stuff, where if they don't want to bring Tom Holland's Spider-Man over to Sony's universe, which somebody who's never watched these movies or not paying attention, this sounds like a completely different language to you right now if you're listening to this, okay? But if they want to bring it over, I think that Marvel, and call me crazy, can keep Tom Holland in the MCU, do what they want with him over there, and you could not reboot, but bring back Andrew Garfield if you want, and do your own thing in Sony's universe with some characters over there. Because Sony owns what? Morbius. Who else? All the characters in Spider-Man, basically. I think.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The movie rights, right? So you could do your own thing over there and still have Spider-Man fighting, other Marvel villains and teaming up with other. There's so much they could do through this, right?
They can.
Like
right? So.
the thing, Spider-Man's being held back so much right now on screen because Sony will never let him up.
No, absolutely not. That's what's making the bank, right?
Of course. And Marvel wants to use him in that universe in the MCU, and I feel like it's holding the character back big time. So. I hope that this No Way Home movie is a breakthrough into something we just get more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then maybe Disney might make the words of the Godfather. It's like, make an offer I can't refuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
So
exactly. Make me an offer I can't refuse.
Right? So
yeah, I don't know. We'll see, right? But Yeah, but going back to we trailed off into Spider-Man, but it's all connected. To go back to Venom, it's I really like what they're doing.
Yeah, me too. I cannot wait for the actual to be done and release the bloody thing, and I want to see this freaking movie.
Oh, Andrew, this movie's been done for a year and a half.
I know.
This movie's been done for a long time.
The reason why they're doing all this taking this long because of the touch-ups of the symbiotes and everything.
Yeah, and they want to make sure it comes out. They don't want to have any hiccups.
Any hiccups that make it look good.
Yeah, they want it to. Yeah, and through the trailer, it looks great. And they don't want any marketing hiccups. Like they want everyone to be able to, where possible, go watch it in theaters or whatever, right? Like they want to have a really smooth release with this. You don't want to release this in an uncertain time, right?
Exactly.
So and I don't blame them for that. I would a movie like this, make sure it's take your time. If you got to take your time, take your time.
Yeah, take your time. So, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks good, and both characters just like Woody Harrelson, right?
Yeah, Woody Harrelson. Yeah,
amazing casting. He's gonna.
He was a perfect. It's a cast member as Phyllis Cassidy.
Yeah,
he was great.
Perfect cat. You can hear it in the trailer.
He was perfect.
It literally where he's talking. Anytime he's talking in the trailer, it literally reminds me of the Carnage from the animated show in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We haven't heard a laugh or anything yet, but I'm sure he's going to be off the
Oh, yeah, he's definitely going to have that laugh. He has that laugh.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I see the movies, his other movies, his characters that he did, and he had that certain laugh. He has it.
He's going to be able to do it. And it's going to be, this character is good. This trailer has shown nothing, I'm sure. He's going to be balls to the walls insane. That's who the character is, right?
Literally, Woody Harrelson, the laugh that he has is like the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes,
the laugh.
By the way, was amazing.
Oh yeah, hands down.
So, yeah, I'm excited. We've seen nothing yet. This is a trailer. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a trailer. I know. People are mind blown already. How.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, besides the Carnage parts of the trailer, anything else you saw, him making dinner, him going to the store, Venom. This is. Him biting that guy's head off or whatever, all of that, I promise you, is in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everything else we won't see until the movie comes out.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. So, exciting.
Marvel's killing it now. Now we were mentioning about Marvel news. Black Widow's coming out soon.
Yeah,
finally.
Exactly, and not only Marvel. If you had told me we are living through a very interesting age because people back in the day didn't think these movies would be a success, and now we're getting the smallest storylines are getting their own movies. You know what I mean?
And the movie that started all was Iron Man.
Iron Man, yes. Well, I would argue in the MCU.
In the MCU wise,
if it wasn't for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, I don't think anything would have taken off like this. So
no, I totally agree.
In terms of MCU, if Robert Downey Jr. didn't kill it, you're right.
Yeah, that for him, that character changed his life.
Yeah, there was so much riding on that movie.
It was.
If that movie flopped,
that's it.
The MCU would never have happened, and Robert Downey Jr. would probably never have
another Tony Stark,
another or another chance. That
another
might
chance
have been his last movie or something, right? And now he's a superstar, and with everything he's gone through his life or whatever, he's rehabilitated through that movie. That movie changed so much.
He changed his life completely.
His life. It started the MCU. It's crazy.
He was a good actor. Before you crack me to that, when he started off at the movies when he was younger, he did Weird Science and all the other movies, right? Mm. But this one really changed his life.
Yeah, he became a character. He made it so it's literally like Chadwick Boseman in the same kind of way.
Yeah,
where how could you possibly recast this person?
I know,
right?
You can't
because he is the character, and that happens so rarely in Hollywood and movies, right? So
for a guy who did drugs and stuff like that back in the day, and changed his life completely, I give kudos to him, man. 100%, straight up,
100%.
He did good for himself. He did good for himself.
It's crazy how that flipped on its head, right?
It's
inspiring, 100%.
I honestly, to tell you the truth, I think this character was his rehab of changing his life.
Yeah, it's true. Like,
you know what I mean?
To a degree. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
100%. Like, it's crazy what he was able to do with that, right?
Like,
he was given an opportunity.
Like I said before, kudos to him, man, straight up.
And he is Tony Stark in my eyes. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he is. He's the character. He's Tony Stark.
He is that character. And like I said, that happens so rarely in movie franchises. But yeah, like what I was going to say is if you told me back in like 2007 or 8 that in 12 years we were going to have like a Captain Marvel movie, we were gonna have Venom and Carnage in the same movie.
Yeah, a Thor movie.
Like if you told me that in 2008, right? I'd be like, no.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
If you told me we were gonna have a Venom and Carnage movie where the movie doesn't involve Spider-Man, I'd be like, nah.
Yeah,
like it's crazy.
Like I know this went off topic right now. People never would have thought like a Capcom would do like a Street Fighter collided with Namco's Tekken, right?
And what happened?
And they did.
And so successful.
And it's successfully. But going on topic with Marvel, like it's just like everything is just just colliding so well. Yeah, everything.
Like, it's just it's just a perfect formula. Like
it's everything. Like I love how they go in phases. I love that. You know what I mean?
It's the correct way to do it. 100%.
Yeah. And there was like a Marvel. We forgot to mention too. Marvel released like a teaser trailer of all the movies that was successful. Like I think it was like 15 years or something of all. And that had a little like touch up of like a little sneak peek of the Eternals. If you notice that,
I did.
I think it was. Is Angelina Jolie in that one?
The second one, right?
No, I think she was in Turtles. I don't know if I'm. I don't know
Turtles, the first one.
No, the Eternals. The Eternals.
Oh, the Internals.
Or the
Eternals.
The
that's coming up. Yeah.
I think it's her. I might be mistaken, but I think she's in it. I think so.
I actually don't know. That movie is also going to blow us away, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's the founders who created the Infinity Stones for heaven's sake.
It's gonna be dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Marvel, man. And what I was gonna say is when they released that trailer, it was a slap in the face to DC. Because DC re-released they're releasing that 4K version of the original Justice League.
Get the fuck out of here,
and then Marvel immediately released a trailer of all their success through the years. That's a slap in the face. That's funny. That's really funny.
I know.
That's me. Like that.
They released the best version of Joss Whedon's Justice League. Awesome.
The worst. There's more stuff that came out about that. About the cruise.
I was gonna mention.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we'll save it because we'll run through a few more Marvel things and then we'll get to DC. But moving on from Venom, Let There Be Carnage, which we're going to talk about more of it. There's going to be another trailer and the movie comes out, in 4 months from now?
Yeah, I think so. Like unless they push back.
I think this is the final release day. I think it's coming out September. But yeah, dude, like first trailer, like just before we move on, I think I watched the trailer like 15 times. Like
I literally watched it like 20 times.
Yeah, just to see little
like
Easter eggs
Nixon picks. Nixon picks and stuff, Easter eggs and stuff like that.
So let's move on. I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit more.
Oh, for sure.
So Kevin Feige has confirmed, and I'll give a shout out to our cousin Ryan Guido, who's been on the show before. He said that this Spider-Man movie, better turn Spider-Man into the hero we know, a top dog, right?
Good.
And Kevin Feige finally came out this week and said that that he believes that the last movie has now set up Peter as, the superhero we know. He's in his element and he's out of the shadows now. He created his own suit, and he is his own man and his own hero. I kind of agree with that, right?
No, the whole world knows that he's Spider-Man now, so.
Yeah, and there's going to be something with Matt Murdock in court with that because there's going to be a lawsuit or something through him killing
Mysterio, that's right. Yeah, which is going to be Daredevil, which is awesome.
Exactly, right? I have a feeling there's going to be something with that. So, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, everyone knows who he is. So I don't know. I feel like there's still something missing from the character that I hope we get in this movie, where he really becomes like a number one superhero.
I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I think he's there. Like it's the statement is true. Like in the last movie, he did kind of take things into his own hand. He developed his spider sense, whatever. He is learning more. He made his own suit, right?
What is it called? The
Peter Tingle.
The Peter Tingle, yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
Which is funny because they showed that in Infinity War when they had the Spider.
But he already had it, yeah.
Yeah, he already had it, but it wasn't like fully like what's that word?
Developed?
Like, yeah, thank you. I was looking to look for that word.
Well, that's the thing in the comics. Like he has like a spider sense where, like in Infinity War, he can kind of sense it and he moved out of the way, right? But there is like in the comics too, and cartoons and whatever. He has a spider sense where he can literally close his eyes, and we saw it in the last movie, and he can visualize everything around him, right? He has like that. That is a new power, I guess he developed. So, interesting. I hope he does become a top superhero, right?
No, he's going to definitely for sure. They're gonna make him.
They have to because they have to. There's nothing.
They
to say
are.
about
They
it.
are. They are. They are.
Also, there's not much to be said about it, but Ghost Rider is rumored to be in Doctor Strange 2.
Thank God. He's he's my favorite character too. I love Ghost Rider.
Favorite characters.
I love Ghost Rider. Man.
And this would make total sense because this movie is going to be again like it's going to be like Inception. Literally like no idea what's going on. But that'd be cool because we've been hearing rumors forever that he's finally going to come into the MCU, and why not, right? Why they're not doing anything with this character?
But the question is, who's going to play Ghost Rider?
That's true. And Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
No, definitely not. But yeah, that's interesting. But that's something I'm sure we'll figure out.
See, that's funny too because in the show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I think it was the 4th season, they introduced the Ghost Rider character.
What's his name?
Oh my God, I forgot
Cage,
now.
Right? Oh my God, what's his name?
No,
Johnny.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze, thank you.
Johnny Blaze, but okay, Mortal Kombat represent.
No, I was thinking of there's a wrestler Christian Cage that used like anyway. It was like.
Oh, you did say Johnny Cage, so yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that too. Okay, that's
yeah.
Okay.
And then
Johnny Blaze though.
Yeah, but like. I forgot there's another Ghost Rider. I forgot his name. I need to watch the show again.
I know. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, but except for the motorcycle, he drives a muscle car, right?
Yes.
But see, that's the thing because I love now because Ghost Rider's becoming like out there, right?
A more
significant
name, like a
character, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then like because he's like one of my favorites, and now like when they introduced him to the show. I was like, oh, that's cool. And which is more awesome is how he got his powers. I forgot his name. It's pissing me off. But anywho, I forgot. Like, I forgot his name. Yeah. And then what happened was that Johnny Blaze actually came to him and he gave him power because he did die. The other guy, I mean, because in the show, what happens when he got to an accident, he flew out the car and he was done.
Yes.
He was dead. And then he even the show, he said, like, I heard a voice. It's like, you want to live again. And you want to hurt, like, you get vengeance.
It's the original Ghost Rider.
It's original Johnny Blaze. And he give power to him, right? So,
right.
But, like.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a good show. I enjoy that one. It's really good. And
so they might use some of those storylines to maybe introduce him into the MCU.
Yeah, probably. Or maybe just get a whole cast of maybe another Johnny Blaze.
They'll probably recast.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna recast. Like you get a new actor to play Johnny Blaze. So,
but it's interesting to see what they'll do with that. Again, it's just rumored, right? So
yeah, exactly.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot going on with that movie. So we'll see. Moving on a little bit, we got Marvel What If. It's finally coming out in August. It was supposed to come out like I think last year.
Oh, thank God! The show looks so good.
Yeah, it's gonna be like little shorts of different scenarios that could happen in the MCU. So
yeah, like I said before a few podcasts ago, like what happened if Peggy Carter took the super soldier serum?
Right. Yeah.
Except for Captain America, it'll be Great Britain or something like that.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean.
Did you say Great Britain?
Yeah, it's Great Britain. Yeah,
that's what it is, right?
Something like that. I don't remember. Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah, but like I was kind of like interesting.
Yeah, because except for the Captain America shield, they had
the British,
the local, the British.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
and then like for example, like say there were zombies in the Marvel universe, which would be awesome. And some what if scenarios.
Just a bunch of what if, like anything could happen. So it's gonna be, and they're like short episodes, so it's
which is awesome.
I think that's pretty cool. Like it's a cool idea. Like
I'll watch it hands down. I'll watch the shit out of that.
Yeah. The last thing we'll mention in Marvel is Brie Larson, who has been rumored to be leaving Marvel for the last 5 million years.
Yeah, I heard about, I put this on her. Yeah. We have notes. I put it down.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like,
I don't know, dude.
There's so many, like rumors with her leaving. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, there's so much.
I'm going to be honest. Like, the cast of the Avengers don't like her, dude.
It doesn't seem that way, yeah.
No, they don't. And like John Cheadle don't like, Jeremy Renner don't like her.
No.
I can keep going on and on.
Speaking of Don Cheadle, well, remind me. But but yeah, to close out the Brie Larson thing, like, it doesn't seem like the cast likes her, and the cast all like each other. They're a very close family.
Yeah.
So if they don't work well together,
then
odd man out, right? So
yeah, literally.
It's I don't know, interesting situation. But like the thing with me is like I don't think they want to recast her, and like this has been rumored for 5 million years, like I said. Like
I know,
and it hasn't happened yet, so it's hard to say, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Before I forget, and we move on to DC because you wanted to bring something up. Yeah. There is an account on Twitter that I found through my friend Matt. I'll give him a shout out. That's called Don Cheadle's Word of the Day.
Okay.
And it'll just tweet out a picture every day of Don Cheadle's Word of the Day, and it'll just be like soup, but like it's a picture of Don Cheadle like smiling. Like, you know, him smiling, and it'll just be like, it's one of the old memes like from 2010 or 11 with the white text, and it'll just be like Don Cheadle's Word of the Day, and it'll just be like
soup.
Yeah, and then
that's awesome.
The other day it was like Don Cheadle's Word of the Day, like vasectomy, and I was like, what? I was like, what is going on here? So I followed it, and it's like, yeah, every day at the same time. It's like Don Cheadle's Word of the Day, ketchup. So
that's awesome.
It's pretty funny. I don't know.
That's
awesome. I have a couple thousand followers. Like, it's pretty funny.
Oh wow! Holy shit!
Yeah. Like, I don't know where he found that, but pretty funny.
That's awesome.
You had something from DC you wanted to bring up.
Yeah. So apparently, the awesome Justice League movie that came out before.
Also, the poo poo one.
Yeah, yeah. No, what you're talking about is awesome. Sarcasm.
Oh.
So what happened was that the good old director Josh Whedon, man.
Yep.
Piece of shit.
A lot of things came out, dude. A lot of things.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's straight up a piece of shit.
The wonderful actress Gal Gadot, who played Wonder Woman, I think she was the right part for Wonder Woman, to tell you the truth.
She plays the part fantastic.
Yeah, she plays really good.
Yeah.
So
probably no one better to play that.
Yeah, literally. So like, yeah, they on the set when they were doing Justice League, Josh Whedon threatened her life, like saying like, if you don't follow my rules and my shit,
career.
I'm gonna end your career.
Yeah, not her life. That's a big difference.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Her career. It's gonna be a rated R podcast, my friend. Go fuck yourself, Joss Whedon.
Well, no, you only said one, so it's still PG-13. We're good.
Okay, so like literally, go screw yourself. Yeah. Why would you say that? That's why.
Well, here's my understanding of it. Zack Snyder did the first. Little bit
the better version.
So he was working with the cast first, right? And they were shooting different scenes. But then Josh Whedon came in to finish the movie, but he wanted to go back and change some scenes, do some reshoots.
Yeah, he did a good job at it.
Terrible. And through that, the cast was kind of like, we already did this, and I feel like the original one was a lot better than this. So why are we doing this? And questioning stuff like that, which I think actors and actresses have every right to question things, for sure, right? The director still calls the shots, but as an actor or actress, you have the right to question things of what's happening, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And through that, when she was questioning stuff, he basically threatened to ruin her career.
And think about this: what movie has he done lately?
I don't know.
Nothing, because nobody wants to work with that piece of shit.
Yeah, no.
No.
What did you think? What did he think was going to happen out of this? Nobody was going to say anything?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that happens exactly 0 times.
What's that? The actor who played Cyborg. What's his name again?
Ray Fisher, I think.
Yeah, Ray Fisher. Yeah, something like that. He even say He even said he was a piece of shit.
Oh, the things that came out about Ray Fisher on like the racist stuff is unbelievable.
Yeah, man, it's
the way
just
he was
like
treated.
It's
crazy.
what's wrong with you, dude?
Yeah, and not only these horrendous things that he was doing, like on a human level, right? Like you do not treat humans this way. The shit he was doing. Not only that, he changed the movie. Like on a creative level, he failed. He
failed dramatically.
Yeah, he tried to turn DC into something that it's not, which is Marvel, right? Because
the reason why the first Avengers, sorry to cut you off. The reason why the first Avengers did successfully because Disney had to step in.
Yeah.
To help him out.
To help out a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and somewhat Age of Ultron.
Yeah, and the movies up to that point were good, but I would argue after that they became better.
Yeah, the Russo brothers came in, they fucking killed it.
Yeah.
That's why Winter Soldier, that was the first one they directed.
Yeah.
It's hands down one of my top Marvel movies. Hands down.
To this day, yeah.
And to this day.
It's one of the best.
It's like literally, I think it's my third place favorite Marvel movie.
For sure.
Hands down.
It's a classic.
And
that's right after he left, kind of thing.
Yeah, when he left, and when they stepped in, they fucking they killed it, bro.
But like,
they did so good.
There's so many things like you can see now through this Snyder Cut coming out. Like, there's a scene in I'll give a direct example that I saw on Twitter. Mm-hmm. There's a scene where they wake up Superman, and they're in that park.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
What I'm about to bring up, yeah.
The statue when he sees it.
Not only that.
Okay,
no, not that actually. I'm gonna bring up something that Joss Whedon changed.
Okay.
So they're in that park. I'm trying to paint a picture for anyone listening to. They're in that park in the movie, and in the Zack Snyder version, Superman like believably kicks the shit out of everyone, right? Kicks the shit out of everyone. And then there's a part where he headbutts Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, yeah, that's right.
And she's like, oh, like hits the ground, like it's hard, like it looks like he's like killing everyone, right? Like he's really beating everyone up. In the Joss Whedon cut, like the 2017 version, Superman, it's the same kind of thing that's going on, and he headbutts her into the ground, and she makes like he reshot it for her to make like a sexual noise. Instead of getting hit and making a genuine like noise that you're in pain, it was more like it was sexualized. It's not only that in the moment. It's not even like you shot it different ways in the moment. He went back to do that. He went back to reshoot that to do that or add that in. I don't know about reshooting, but he went back out of his way to do that. You know what I mean? Like he did a phenomenal job as Henry Cavill with making him noticeable not having that was the worst thing ever. A beard. The CG was. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, mustache. My bad. It's just like that was the most horrendous CG thing I ever seen in my life. Not only that,
it was so bad.
When he took over or whatever, they had to go back into reshoots. But Henry Cavill had committed to, I think it was Mission Impossible, and he had this mustache, and he had to have he was under contract already, and he had to keep the mustache when they were doing reshoots. So then Josh Whedon was like, "Oh, we'll just CGI it out."
It was so bad, dude.
Every scene that has the CGI in it.
Oh my god!
Adds 0 to the movie. 0.
Oh my god! Like his mouth movement, his teeth, it looks so fake.
So fake, and like my point in this, my number one point is every scene that they reshot with him having the mustache and they had to edit it and it looked terrible. You could have taken that scene out of the movie and it wouldn't have changed the movie. Like the beginning scene where he's on camera with the kids and he looks terrible. When
the kids are interviewing Superman. Yeah.
It didn't have to be in the movie.
No.
They didn't need that in the movie. And the original vision for the movie, like, why didn't you go with... The Zack Snyder cut opens up with what happens in Batman vs. Superman. Right? And it's good. It makes sense.
Yeah.
As to why the events are about to happen.
That's why when the mother box was, started going apeshit again.
Activated, yeah.
Yeah, activated. Because they yell because of Superman dying.
It makes
some sort.
That makes sense.
And yeah, literally, and you hear the echo throughout the whole world.
Yeah.
And then, I can't.
Yeah, let's not.
We're
done with this.
I can.
The
top stories, like top the story off.
Yeah.
That guy's a piece of shit, and he can go run in hell.
Yeah, he should never be able to work on a movie ever again.
Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, like
I keep saying that.
Like, he's just...
I kept saying the F word in this because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he like everything that's come out. Like you can't judge somebody unless you know what's happened, right? But then the reports start coming out right after the movie or whatever, and now all this stuff that's coming out now, like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Like,
exactly.
That's
exactly
too much.
That's exactly my reaction when I saw that. Yeah. The stories.
Like, especially that stuff with Gal.
Exactly that.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
I know. Like,
that's
wow.
Brutal. And the racist things that I can't say, I can't even repeat, that were said to Ray Fisher, and the situations he was put in and stuff. You can read about it all. It's all public now. It's like, it's terrible. It's terrible.
It is.
And Ben Affleck literally being like, I don't ever want to have anything to do with Batman anymore because of this person.
Yeah, even that, and the movie what he did, I was like, yeah, it was. Even the interviews, Ben Affleck's like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
you should watch it.
No,
he did he tried to say positive things, but he knew like this person was a piece of shit.
It reminds me of Mark Hamill doing press for The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
and people like, what do you like? What about this movie? And he's like, it's shit. Don't go see it. So, like, make your own assumptions about The Last Jedi. But anyway, I'm just, it reminded me of that. Ben Affleck was like, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. And then when the Zack Snyder version came out, dude, that movie got more views than Endgame.
Yeah, because it was, man.
That's crazy.
And dude, it's I'm telling you, it's up there with Endgame. Like,
it really is.
It was that good of a movie.
It was that good.
It was Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah, it was that good. Yeah, that's what I meant. Not that piece of shit.
Not the first one, yeah. But, okay, we gotta move on. Like, there's too much we can touch on here. Like,
yeah, man.
Okay, we have a couple different avenues we can go down. We have a top 10 today as well. We'll have time for that. We also want to talk a little bit about some gaming news. But first, there's a movie I watched this week, and Andrew had watched it years ago, probably, right?
And which movie is this, Darius?
It's called Inception.
Oh.
Now, I'd known about this movie, obviously. Like, it's one of the better movies, and people still talk about it to this day. But I had never really watched it in full and paid attention to it. Like, you have to pay attention to this movie.
You have to really, really pay attention.
Yeah, you can't watch this movie in passing. You have to
because
really
I'm gonna tell you right now, this movie, if none of you watched it, it's just pure mind fuck.
Yeah, like it really
legit
messes with you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I kind of understood it by the end.
No, so did I.
Yeah, but but still, there's so much I'm sure that's layered in there that you could still go back to this day and watch, and uncover new stuff. It like not only the casting is wow, like
it's fantastic,
awesome, man. You're in the movie. Like if you're paying attention to this movie, like you're immersed in this movie. It's really good.
The casting is pure fascinating, by the way.
It's fascinating. That's the word of the day, sponsor. But yeah, like everyone kills it, and it's just such a different concept, and screws with you so much. Like it's and then by the end of the movie, you find out that. Cobb, is it his name? Yes, I believe.
I think so.
Leo's character is
dreaming. I haven't watched the movies in so long.
I know, probably a while. I watched it literally like yesterday. So, his character, you find out he's still dreaming. He's still in his dream.
Yeah.
Like the world is now something that he has made. You know what I mean? Like it's
exactly.
It's in his head, and he's not actually alive. Or he's alive, but he's dreaming everything.
No, I think he's pretty much dead.
He's probably dead. He's in limbo, I guess.
Yeah, or that's because in the movie you seen him as an old person, right? With this wife, sort of, and then
it's his wife.
Yeah, and then it shows like the house they were living in, and then the rest of the movie is young all of a sudden. No, he's he passed away, my friend.
He's probably done. Yeah, and he's living in his own.
Rest in peace to Cobb.
To Cobb. But no, seriously, like, what a great movie. Like it just
it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
So many turns and I kind of like movies like this that just like there's no explanation. Shit just happens and it's like you're along for the ride. You know what I mean?
Dude, there was a freaking part that there was rain in the street and the guy was in the taxi. You just see a train.
A train, yeah. And they're like, that was part of the plan.
I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. And dude, there's a part where they're walking in a dream, and he's trying to get the architect to they're teaching the architect how to do things. The scene, like the city folds. I don't even know how to describe it. It like folds on itself.
Yeah, like okay, it's straight like this, and it's just like evenly, it just goes.
Yeah, like this. But
it's like city blocks. It's just
and it
folds. I was like, and they're walking. They're like literally walking like this, and then it folds like this. I'm like, what is happening?
What is going on?
Okay, sorry, that was a bad impression. Walking like this, and they're walking like this. I'm like. And
so normally, like I was like, yeah. I was like, damn, this is good.
And they they get the thing and they put it in their arm and
knocks him out.
It knocks him out and what's that guy? Oh my
Cillian
God,
Murphy.
Yeah, thank you, Jesus, thank you. Cillian Murphy, he does a phenomenal job. He's like the main reason that
they're doing this. He's trying to get him to start his own company, so then their company can take over number one of what his father's company was.
The dad was sick, whatever. And put in the will, right?
Yep, that too. Yeah, and then there's a scene at the end where he gets out of the water, Cillian Murphy's character, and he's like, and beside him he has that older gentleman that was with him, like his assistant or something.
Oh, right.
And he's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna start my own business, whatever. And the camera's panning around his head, and the guy goes out of view when you go to Murphy's head. And when it comes back around, instead of the older gentleman, it's Tom Hardy's character.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I was like, I was like, freaking Christopher Nolan, you're a genius. So really good movie.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie, hands down.
I can't believe I haven't seen it to this point, but like through this like lockdown that we're in right now, I've just been like, what have I not seen ever that is
just watch the movies
that are like classic movies, and then just watching them all.
Yeah, just done. It's just it was fantastic, man.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Really good. Like, and another one I was mentioning to you, I just watched The Great Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby, that's right.
I had no idea what this movie was, but what a pleasant surprise! Like,
I know,
so good. Like,
it's really good, man.
Really good, like,
really good. And highballing life. How you sport? How you doing sport? How you sport?
So good, and the chemistry that Tobey Maguire and Leonardo DiCaprio have.
Yeah, they're best friends in real life.
Right? Yeah, but on screen, like it brings you into the movie further. You know what I mean? Like it's.
That's why I like because, like the Gatsby character and Tobey, oh my God, Tobey Maguire, Jesus Christ, I can't forget his name.
Nicholas in the movie.
Yeah, like when you see them talking and whatever, get into it. Yeah. Because this whole movie is that Gatsby became rich and everything, just to impress the girl that he fell in love with was in the army. But anywho, I can't believe I remember. And then what happened was that it's just. When you see them on screen together, you know that like they've been friends for years. You know what I mean?
That's exactly it. You're exactly right. Like when they're talking on screen and in scenes together, it's so natural that like it's not like two actors talking to each other. Like it takes you right into the movie. Like you know what I mean? Like it's so natural. Like they're
just
really
like
good.
Boom.
Like, and it just makes the story like I was invested in that movie. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. It was really good.
I was the same way. I was like, what the hell is this movie about?
Yeah.
And I started watching. I'm like, holy shit, this is actually really good.
Yeah, and it has that like because it takes place in the 20s, right? And it has that very like 20s
like nostalgia, like setting.
Yes, but like the movie, like when they're driving, they're going like so like ridiculously fast, right? It's CGI, right? Obviously, but like fast.
When they was driving the yellow car, it's like soy sport, and he's like he has like a Hemi engine, and it's like in this freaking car.
Yeah. But it's going it gives me like those vibes of like old radio announcers too that are doing the ads, like get your tickets here, get your tickets, like you know what I mean? Like,
it is the old ads and it's playing like JC songs and like modern music. Okay,
but no,
like, sure, well, like
no,
it's really good,
really
man.
Good, yeah, and it gives you that like that 20s vibe, like the way they dress and whatever, and like I said,
the high life.
Get your tickets to see the guy in the band.
They literally live like an hour away in mansions
in Staten Island, which is so funny to me because New York, right, was already like super developed in the 20s with buildings and stuff. But you go to like Staten Island, they have a mansion now in Staten Island or whatever. It's like New York and surrounding areas is like it's just people. Like,
Yeah, literally.
my house is
Just
just people.
people.
Like, so the fact that they had mansions and all this land there, like back in the 20s, it's funny to think about now. But yeah, like still, I enjoyed that movie way more than I thought.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it too when I watched it. It was really freaking
So that's
good.
a little honorable mention for this week. We'll talk very quickly about some gaming news. We'll get into a top 10 hardest games of all time.
Very good.
And then we'll get into our difficulties and annoyances for the week.
Yeah.
We'll wrap up the episode there. So,
Good.
one thing I wanted to mention first before you mention some new controllers that are coming out is there is a huge shortage of PS5s,
Oh, yeah.
which was expected. But I feel like most people have them already. Like, the rush is over, right? Like,
Yeah, and the people that bought them was scalpers. So
yes, yeah, I know that's a whole problem in itself.
no, it is.
Yeah,
Straight
but I feel
up,
like most people have one now. Like, there's a whole community. It's not like there's like only a small amount of people that have them still.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have PS5s now, but there is a shortage, and it will continue into next year, which is a big deal. Because
it is a big deal.
by the time Christmas comes this year, that's going to be a problem. So
Yeah, and even like for the Xbox Series X as well. So
exactly, yeah, I know. I just mentioned
Right.
PS5 because like
No,
the Xbox has a stupid name, but
I don't know Microsoft. What the hell you think with that? But
yeah.
anywho,
But anyway,
that's crazy, man.
yeah,
Like,
that's going to be a problem come Christmas.
and they were saying too, the ones that came out now, they have like a sort of a chip, right? But they're gonna like fix a little bit so it doesn't like overheat too much. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Oh, but that always happens. Like that.
Yeah,
as
but
game consoles come out, they come out with different versions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Some
Eventually
people have
Yeah.
no. Some people there's like burn marks on top. I'm like, oh shit. So
Yeah.
if anything, if that happens, take it to Sony. They fix it,
they'll
put the
fix
new
it.
part, and that's it.
No problem. But
No problem.
like you said, like eventually they're gonna come out with like a slim version. I don't even know if there's a possible way to slim this thing down.
No, yeah,
this
I
thing
know.
is huge. But
I
yeah, they're gonna come out with different versions. You know, there's gonna be one that holds like 2 terabytes and whatever as things go along, right?
Go along, yeah, exactly.
We'll see what happens. And eventually, I think they're doing an update either this summer or this fall where you can start using SSD
Thank
external
God.
hard drives, which
Thank
will
God.
make everything run faster and you can actually store PS5 games on it.
You know what's funny? I have a 4 terabyte hard drive I use on my PS4, and yeah, man, like, dude, it runs the game surprisingly fast on the PS5.
The thing is, that's fine. Yeah, no problem. That works. But the reason this is a big deal is because you can't store your PS5 games on anything right now.
I know you can't. It's just on the hard drive on the thing. Yeah.
On the internal hard drive.
The internal hard drive. I mean,
so with this new update coming out, they'll you can do that.
Yeah,
it'll run fast.
It's good. It's good. But the only problem is it's going to be mad expensive.
Yeah, if people don't know how much, like, search up what an SSD hard drive costs right now on Google.
It's like over $2 It's like over $2
Ah, dude, and that's not even. That's like maybe 500 gigs, maybe.
It depends if you get like a good company one.
Yeah,
and
like, to make it worth it, you got to get either a terabyte or 2. I would argue 2 to make it worth
Yeah,
it. And
yeah,
those are
to make it
literally
worth
like
it.
600, 700. Like, they're the price of a PlayStation
of the
5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
like-
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy, man.
And that's me personally. If you want to get like an external hard drive, you have to make it worth it. It has to be 1 to 2 terabytes, right? Mm-hmm. But like a 2 terabyte solid state hard drive is fast.
Yeah,
and it holds
I
a
know.
lot. So
Yeah,
that's why it's expensive.
it is.
But
It really is. Yeah.
we can get into technicalities of that another day. What is this about a Division game you put here? You wanted to bring it up. It's a free to play game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's for what I heard, it's a free to play. I don't know too much detail. It's yeah. If we play, you played the Division before, right? With
Yeah.
Ubisoft. Yeah, it's like that, but it's free to play.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So yeah, you free to play. You better pay up cosmic outfits, headgear. I can keep going.
Anything, yeah. Weapons.
The skins, ridiculous, bro.
But Andrew, I believe it is time to get into our top 10 hardest games of all time.
Oh, you forgot to mention about the PS5 controllers.
You are absolutely right, and that is why you're my co-host on this. This is why we share the responsibilities.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
So yes, they're releasing new controllers. It came out, I think, yesterday at the time we're recording this.
Yeah.
And they look, especially one of them, They look really good.
Yeah, I know. The Midnight Black one, I think it's called.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it looks fantastic, but
yeah.
I don't have a PS5.
Or do you?
Oh,
what is that?
I have 2 controllers. Like, goddamn, man.
This is my advice: sell both of them and buy a new one.
No, I have to sell one at least.
You would have to, yeah, and you'll probably get good value for it still. It's a new console.
Yeah. It makes you want to buy that freaking controller, man.
The one you mentioned looks really cool.
Like, and I think the other one's called Crimson Red.
Crimson Red.
Crimson Red or something like that. Yeah.
That one looks really good too.
Yeah, man.
Like personally, I'm not a controller person. Like I would buy the ugliest color. Like I don't care. Like the cheapest one, give it to me. But normally, I would say, if you're into that and you like the customizability of it or whatever, then definitely go for it, right? So.
Oh, absolutely.
So not really customizability, but like if you like to have your controller a certain color or you like
certain color,
the designs
exactly.
on your controller, then I like these. These are really different than what we normally got.
Some guy I saw on Instagram made a custom Spider-Man one. PS5 controller. I was like, that looks the shit, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind like a Spider-Man one with a web on the console or something. That'd be pretty cool.
Like the Spider-Man, like the PS4 bundle one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's
Pro
right. They
one.
did have one of those.
And it's buying that new food. Okay, sir.
I know. Tell me about it.
Holy shit!
But yeah, if you're into that type of stuff, like these controllers they look good, man. They look cool.
Yeah, they're really good. They look really good.
But now I believe it's time to get into top 10. The hardest games
of all time.
Now, this is not to preference. This is not the hardest games of all time according to like Google. This is the hardest games we've ever played.
We played. Yeah.
Yes. And my list is. I don't play as many games as you, so my list is going to be kind of wonky. But
okay.
Yeah, I think the top of the list you'll definitely agree with. But
oh yeah.
And I have something to say about my number 1. I have some words. So.
Yeah, if you want, I'll let you go first.
Okay, so. I'll go first. So, number 10 was a game I had a very difficult time beating as a child. Okay, playing it, and it sounds very stupid now because I'd probably be able to do it in maybe 2 hours. But it was the original Spider-Man for PS2, the movie, the game.
Okay.
The game, the movie, or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
It like kicked my ass.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it. No, it did.
Even the PC version, I had it. It's such a pain in the ass.
It sucked to play. Like not really. Like it was fun, right? But like it I couldn't beat like a certain level. I was like, God, like shit, man. Like
God damn it, son of a bitch. Like, it's hard.
I'm like, I have no one else to give the controller to beat this shit for me. Like frustrating. So like it was a hard game.
Sometimes you just want to get the controller and just throw out the window right there. So.
Right there, yeah.
Right there. And then like and your parents like, Andrew, what happened? I'm like, nothing. I think a bird flew into the window.
Yeah. It's in the house now.
It's in the house somewhere. That freaking bastard.
Yeah, seriously, that like when you can't get past a couple levels, like a couple times, like that becomes like a hard game.
Oh yeah.
I'm not down with that. So I'll move on to my number 9. The Forest.
Oh, okay.
The reason I say it's hard is because when you're playing with others, you have to be on the same page.
Yeah.
You have to work together, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not, and that game would be really hard to beat on your own. Like I'm sure you can do it.
You can, yeah, but it'd just be really tough.
Yeah, like having others, like when we played it, like having other people play with us, like really.
It was so much better with
made it easier. But at the same time, if you're not on the same page and you're not like working together, like we still got our asses kicked, right?
Oh yeah.
So it definitely like it's a hard game. I would say it has a level of difficulty, like especially the final boss is like
what the freak, man.
It like we had to go prepared, like
we have to go find holes to use dynamite to blow up to find different parts of the gun.
And
Jesus,
we almost died a couple times. Like
literally, you get the gun shoot twice, you shoot that.
And that, like, come on.
I'm like, come on, man.
But like I would say I had it was quite difficult. My number 8 would be COD Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
Online.
Yeah.
If you weren't good or semi good at that game, you're getting murked every time. you're getting murked. Like, you couldn't hang. Like, if you didn't play that game all the time, or you were at least a little bit good, man, like, you're getting smoked every time.
Online, that game literally raised up my blood pressure like every time I played, bro.
Yeah, any COD like that, especially like Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 was the first COD I played like religiously. I'll say that with air quotes. Like all the time kind of thing. With friends and stuff. And that, like, it's not good for your health.
No, it's not. Absolutely not.
It's not good for your health. And especially Modern Warfare 2, because I did play that game too. If you weren't good at it, you're screaming and raging the whole time. Like,
oh yeah, you're a camper.
Yeah. But they are. So, like,
yeah, no, I totally agree. And that's what pissed me off. And then after my dad comes, he goes, Sage, what are you yelling at? I'm like, Dad, you don't understand. You don't understand.
You don't get it. He's camping in the window. I can't kill him. He's sitting there the whole time. All right, like, I'm pissed.
It pissed me off. Yeah, pissed me off.
I know where he is. And I can't kill him. It pissed me off. Okay, but my number 7 would be, I actually forget the name of the game. I tried Googling it, but I can't remember it. So it's a Spider-Man game for Game Boy Advance. And the reason I put this on my top 10 list is because I, for the life of me, couldn't get past this one level, because as soon as you get to the top, the guy kicks and sends you flying every time. I forget what this game's called, but he kicks, and every time you jump up, and you can't jump over him. So I could never get past that level, and he just kicks you and kicks you to the bottom, kills you, and you start over, get up to the top,
that sucked.
and he just kicks you, and like, I'm like, how do you beat this? And at the time, I'm like, I can't go on YouTube to Google this because like it's 2004 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that's on my list. Number 6 would be Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh, that game! Oh my god!
It's a classic, but also difficult.
That game would kick your ass.
It would, yeah. Like, if you're not
literally
you'll get smoked. You'll get smoked. So definitely makes my list. Number 5, bit of an odd one, Battletoads.
Oh, okay. Difficult. I have that game. I have that game on my list too.
I know you do. Mm-hmm. I didn't know you have it, but I had a feeling you would have it on your list.
I know. That game. Oh,
hard game.
That game would kick your ass too.
Number 4. I don't know if you remember this game, Flappy Bird.
Oh, Flappy Bird, yeah.
On your phone?
Oh my god. Maybe you spend like another $1,000 on the phone. Never mind that.
Yeah, seriously, throw it out the window.
Like, you know.
Yeah, I remember that being crazy for a few months.
Yeah,
everyone was on that for a few months. But yeah, it was a hard game. Number 3 would be Dark Souls.
Okay.
It's a hard game. I have a feeling this might be on your list too, but I'm not. You don't have to say.
No, I think it is.
It's a hard game. Number 2 would be, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but Super Meat Boy.
That's on my list too.
It is? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a hard game.
Yeah, man.
It's not even hard. It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. It really is.
And speaking of frustrating, my number 1. There's no game in the world, okay, Andrew, that I hate with a passion more than this game that I'm about to tell you at my number 1 spot, okay? This game legitimately, okay, I don't get very upset with video games often, okay? I take pride in that. Like, not to the point where I'll break controllers and stuff. This is the first game I played in my life where I thought I was going to break my console, or I was going to put a hole in the wall using my controller, okay? Or a hole in my window, okay? This is the first game. There's nothing in the world, I would argue in the world, that I hate more than this game, okay? Bloodborne.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I made it past the first mission.
No, I know. It's really, really, really difficult.
Yeah, like I don't know, 15 minutes into playing it, I was like, there's no way to finish this game. There's nobody in the world that has finished this game, if this is what it is. Like, I was like...
Yeah, no, I totally agree, man.
Yeah, like, and then...
I totally agree.
And I remember, I'll give my friend a shout-out, Chris. He gave me the game. Like, he didn't give it to me. He was like, here, try this, borrow this, and try it. And he's like, didn't give me any context. He was like, just try it and see if you don't smash something. And I was like, oh, fair challenge, right? And I almost did. Like, it was that... I was like, there's no reason I should be getting this mad about this game. But I am. And I think that's what the game is supposed to do.
I know.
So...
That's what it's supposed to be, because it's like... It makes... If you make a mistake, that's... The game's telling you, it's like, you made that mistake, it's your fault. I'm like, no.
No, it's not. This game sucks. That's what it is.
No, it's not. I just want to play a game and have fun and not go throw the window, the controller out the window like that. And then just like... It's so frustrating and stuff. You know what I mean?
It literally like the worst experience gaming ever. And then I think after like 45 minutes, I was like, I'm going to die from a heart attack.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
I was like, and at the time I'm like, I don't know, 18 years old or 19 or whatever, and I'm like, I'm going to die from having a heart attack at the age of 19 if I continued to play this game for 15 minutes longer. So
no, I totally agree.
I turned it off and I was like, here's your game back. I am returning.
Yeah, take it back. I don't need it.
Yeah, I was like, thank you for your time, but bye. So yeah, that was my top 10 hardest games of all time.
That was a good list of almost having a heart attack, but good job.
Yes. At a very young age.
Yeah, very young age, exactly.
That is very that's very what's the word of the day? Sorry.
Fascinating. Very fascinating.
Yeah, but Andrew, let's
yeah, so this is my top 10 hardest games for all time that I played. So
that you played, yes.
So number 10 for me is F-Zero GX.
So okay. I know the game.
This game, if you want a really tough racing game, this game will kick your ass. It has the speed. It goes. The cars go like 1,000 miles per hour.
Yeah.
But this game will kick your ass. It's the rubber band AI. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a first, like 2-3 cars past you, like mother, son of a, you know what I mean?
The rubber band AI is such a perfect way to put it. Like it is.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, it'll just pass right past.
I hate that in racing games. You're like, oh, you're first a little while, and after just a car just.
See you later.
It's like the blue shell in Mario Kart.
Literally, yeah.
Oh, I hate that blue shell. So yeah, that's my number 10, F-Zero GX. Number 9, like you mentioned, Battletoads.
Yeah.
That game will kick your ass, man. Yeah, but it's the NES version, though.
That's the one I was. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. That one would. Whoa, that game will kick your ass like left, right, and center.
Yes, sir.
Number 8 for me is, you never heard about this one, I don't think. Shinobi for PS2.
No, I haven't actually.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude. Okay, you have a sword, okay, and it's of course you're a shinobi. And it's cursed.
Okay.
Your health keeps draining. You have to. It's like you have to find someone quick to kill it, because if you don't, you're dead. It just keeps draining. Like if you kill someone, it gains back up.
Oh.
If you kill, yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
But like there's some part of levels you try to like find someone. I'm like, what the hell is this freaking? Like I need to fight someone. I need to kill him. But that's not nice to say. They didn't mean don't kill anyone in real life.
Obviously not. But
it really is frustrating, and it pisses you off, and it's hard.
I feel like I've seen you play this game before.
It's tough, man. Like it will kick your ass. Like it will literally kick your ass.
Yeah, because that's hard. Like you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like it's not like Shinobi from like Sega Genesis. No, this is the one. This one on PS2. This will kick your ass, man. For sure. Really tough one. So yeah, that's my number 8.
Okay.
Number 7 for me is Super Meat Boy, like you mentioned.
Yeah, that's a frustrating game.
Yeah, it's such a pain. It's fun. It has tight controls and everything, but it would kick your ass. Yeah. It would kick your ass. Number 6 for me. I find it hard to play these games if you have to get really good at it too. Mm-hmm. The Mega Man trilogy.
Yeah, those games are hard.
Those games will kick your ass.
Yeah, those games are... Yeah.
Like, especially the NES one. Like, you do one wrong job, you follow fuck?
Like, they're not even, like, fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of just... You're just trying not to die.
Yeah, trying not to die, yeah. And if you know exactly where to go and what to do, then you'll have a blast.
Sure, yes. Yeah.
And then you have to know specific enemies, like, villains to beat.
What they do. Yeah.
What they do, their weaknesses. So, yeah, that's my number 6, the Mega Man trilogy. Number 5 for me, it's God Hand.
God Hand?
Yeah, God Hand, yeah. This game is awesome. Quirky as hell. Their humor's hilarious. Some parts you're like, what the hell am what is going on? But it's awesome at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, it's tough, man. There's no block button. You just like maneuver. You use the right analog.
Yeah.
You have to maneuver like the attacks and stuff, and you like level up. And the more you level up, the better you get. You can do like more share, right?
That's tough.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
Right.
It's awesome. Like you have a power up because it's God Hand, right?
Right.
You have like a meter. It shows an attack. You can like literally punch someone in the space, and it goes bing. They disappear. It's really cool, man.
That's a different type of game.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's the guys who did Okami.
Okay.
Yeah. They're called Clover Studios, but they closed down, right? Which sucks. But yeah, that game is really good. That game, and it's tough too.
Right.
And that's my number 5. Number 4 for me, I just played this recently. I just bought it, and it's really good. Celeste, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's such a good game, man. Like, straight up.
Yeah, but it's hard.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult.
Is this on PS5?
No, it's I think it came out before on PS4 and Xbox One and PC. Okay. Yeah, it would kick your ass, man. And it's tough. It's a good game. Story's good. But it's really difficult. Yeah. That game will definitely kick your ass. Number 3 for me. Okay, this one I love. The soundtrack is fantastic.
I know this game.
Yeah,
I know this game.
Yeah, you know exactly what with this. This game will kick your ass, and it's called Hotline Miami.
Yes, I remember you playing this. Like, we're in the party together, and I could hear the music.
Yeah. And after I kept, then I was like, "Fuck," and I kept saying, "I was like, fuck," and I kept saying that for over and over.
It was like every 5 seconds. I'm like, "You good over there, bro?" Like,
and you're like, "No," I was like, "No, this game's tough." But it gets you engaged.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to clear a room. You have that one guy left. One guy. He shoots you with a pistol. You're like, son of a bitch. And then you have to start again.
I remember that. You're like, yeah, I'll clear out the whole room, and then the one guy left will kill me. Like,
yeah, and that's like, and I even said that. I was like, yeah, that guy's gonna kill me. That guy's gonna kill me. I was like, fuck. Yeah, man. That game would kick your ass, man. But it's really good.
Really good soundtrack too.
Yeah, that game has an amazing soundtrack. It's really good. So yeah, that's my number 3. Number 2 for me, it's a good old Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, that game's hard.
The reboot. The reboot.
On PS2.
Yeah, the PS3, Xbox 360, and I think came on PC.
The Wii.
Yeah, the Wii. Yeah,
maybe.
And yeah, man. It'll kick your ass.
Yeah. It's a freaking hard game.
It's
even the original was hard.
Yeah, that's my number 1.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, that's my number 1.
Wow,
the original NES one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the game it's legitimately difficult. Like it's
because Ninja Gaiden on PS3, it's like they revamped it, right? Because it first came on the original Xbox. Yeah. But they called it Ninja Gaiden Sigma. But they're coming out now soon on
the newest one.
Yeah, newest one on PS4 and Xbox One / Series X, whatever that stupid name. And then
stupid name.
And then so number 1, like I said, was the NES version. It was Ninja Gaiden. That game would kick your ass.
Yeah. So. It like I remember I would you got me I forget what it's called, like a emulator box to play the games on. And it's on there, and I was like, I will never play this game again.
Yeah, I know. It'll kick your ass. Like, legit.
I was like, this is legitimately difficult.
Amazing soundtrack. I love it. Really good.
Yeah, a lot of those games have good soundtracks to keep you playing.
Yeah, it's good. Like, it's really good. I loved it. It will kick your ass.
Yes, it will. That's a very good list.
Thank you. Very good. And I have 2 honorable mentions quick.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, Sakura Shadows Die Twice.
Okay, I've never heard of that game.
Yeah, it's the guys who did Bloodborne and Dark Souls.
Oh, yeah, then screw it.
Yeah, but no, honestly, to tell you the truth, this was not as bad. No, it's actually really good.
Okay.
Yeah, this one you have to like use your head more, but it's actually like really, really, really good. Like I was surprised how good it was. You can actually jump in this one, like proper jump.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing in Bloodborne. I was like, what do I do?
Yeah, but no, this one is actually like really good. I like this one.
Yeah.
It's hard as balls. I didn't even fit. Way better, hands down. And the next one for me is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 3rd one on the NES.
On the NES, yes.
That game will kick your ass.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, that's my honorable mentions on my top 10.
Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
I would agree with most of that list, for sure. In games I've played, for sure. So Andrew, this week we had a lot to talk about. So we didn't have time to get to the Mighty Ducks because not exactly a priority this week. With Venom and some of the other stuff we were talking about. And just good conversation too. So next week we will definitely cover this past episode, which I think was episode 8. And episode 9.
So, and we'll talk about those two.
Yeah, we'll talk about those two in next week's podcast episode, and then obviously the week after that will be the season finale. Review. So sounds good. That's we'll do it like that. there was just a lot to talk about today. And
Yeah,
for the sake of
sounds good.
time, we'll cut it short. But I believe now it is time for our favorite segment, which is Darius' difficulties and Andrew's annoyances.
Yep.
So Andrew, as always, I will give you the option. Would you like to go first?
You know what? You were telling me before you had a good topic.
I think I have a good one.
Then this week again, I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. So, my annoyances for this lovely, lovely episode that we did today is watching television. Like programs, I mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know the best thing is? There's nothing good on anymore.
There's zero on TV.
Nothing
on
good
actual cable, like
cable,
nothing.
yeah. There's nothing good on TV no more.
No, everything is either like on specific to streaming services or
everything else. Like you said, on streaming services, and everything now on television and cable. It's reality shows.
Wait, Andrew, do you mean to tell me right now to my face that you do not like watching 90 Day Fiancé?
Yeah, it's my first show ever. I love it. You know what's funny?
Excellent, yeah.
You know what's funny? Yeah, it's excellent. you know what's funny? Since my lovely fiance, we watch every Sundays. They watch Lifetime. That's the channel. I think here in Canada is 83 or something. I forgot what channel it is.
Okay. So
it's called Lifetime Network, right? They watch movies every Sunday at 8:00. That's when 90 Days start. Okay. She hasn't watched it. She hasn't watched it since then.
Because it's not good television.
I told her. I'm like, why you watch that shit? And she told me last time, like, I'm missing 90 Day because of you. But I'm like, babe, that show is stupid. It's not. It's stupid. Show. It's stupid. Like, who gives a shit about watching other people's like relationship? Just concentrating on your own life and your own significant other.
For sure, you're not wrong. Right?
You know what I mean? Like,
you're not wrong, but
I don't get like. I don't give a shit. Like the Kardashians, I don't give a fuck about them.
No, okay, yeah, that one I can't get with because it's like but you should probably focus on your own life.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like they just became famous because of the reality show.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, I understand people like it, but like this, it's okay. As when I was younger, in the mid 90s, late 2000s.
When you were younger in the 1940s, yes.
Yeah, the 1940s, exactly. That's right. Yeah. And then what happens is like I was excited to get up early Saturday to watch cartoons. I used to run home to like after school, watch the TV programs, and I do my homework somewhat, and then
25% of it.
Yeah, literally, and then like I used to run home every day. From school, watch Dragon Ball, watch Pokemon, watch Yu-Gi-Oh. I can keep going. You know, I like watch all that stuff, like Reboot and all that shit.
All those after school.
Yeah, after school. The Spider-Man, the 1991, the good one.
No, I got you.
Yeah, it's in 1940s in the war, fucking shit. And then like,
yeah, you're right.
It's just like now these days, it's just like what the fuck, man.
Well, it's also like there was also like for not only kids, there were shows like people would look forward to watch at like 8:00 on Tuesdays or whatever.
Yeah, like or
Friends or something.
Yeah, like Friends too. Yeah, I forgot to mention Friends and
that people would enjoy watching.
That 70s show.
That 70s show. They were all on specific times, and people wanted to watch them.
Watch it, yeah, because it was good. Like Big Bang Theory that just finished recently too.
There's nothing. Well, Big Bang Theory is.
I liked it. It was all right.
It's okay.
It was okay. It was. I liked it.
Yeah, it's okay of a show, but you're right with that point. Like nothing really has that effect anymore. Like nobody really rushes home.
Yeah, and then you like the movie that shows on television now. It's the same shit every 2 weeks. Yeah. It's the same thing. And
but there's so much. I think it's also because there's so much available through like Netflix and stuff.
That's exactly what
people can watch whatever they want, whenever they want. But at the same time, like you're right. Like that feeling of at least having a show on TV and wanting to watch it every Tuesday or something at a specific time. Like There should be shows that still do that.
Yeah.
There's nothing on TV. You're right.
No, it's just nothing anymore, man.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Thank you. Yeah. It's just like I don't get it. Yeah. Okay, there's some times like I have an Android box and it has like 24-hour, like 24. It says 2 for 7, pretty much.
For movies
like
all the time.
The movies all the time. Yeah. Sometimes I'll watch like the Transformers or like the James Bond or like the Austin Powers, just whatever it's on, right? But like now these days on cable, like what's the point of paying for cable now these days? I'm just being honest.
With everything that's available, there is no perk, and that's my point.
That's the thing.
What you're saying is like there should be still shows that are only on television at certain times on certain days.
Yeah.
Right. There should be something still like
what was someone here in Canada? The Cartoon Network.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't Teletoon here.
No, I think there was Teletoon too, but I think it was the Cartoon Network.
Okay.
They show like the old shows back from the day too.
Yes.
Like the Turtles and the Transformers and all that shit, G.I. Joe, whatever.
Yeah. You're right. Like it would be nice to have these shows and stuff, right? But everything's going streaming, and that's all these companies realize that's where the money is, so they're not focusing on that stuff.
That's exactly what it is. And then now, like, there's no. For me, like, I stopped watching TV like over 2 years ago.
Because what is on TV?
Yeah, I was
sports.
I still remember. Yeah, exactly. you can even stream sports on your phone for heaven's sake.
Absolutely, yeah. There are ways. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people are just canceling because they realize they can get sports on. Sports has its own streaming services.
Yeah, like here in Canada, you watch what channel the Leaf game, like CBC.
Yeah, it plays on CBC or
City TV or Sportsnet or TSN. You can literally get on your freaking phone.
Yep.
Yeah, see, like I have a picture of Venom represent.
Yeah, nice.
And then like, what's the point, dude? What's the point?
You're right. It's a good point. It's a good point.
Thank you. That's my annoyances.
But things are changing. That's the thing. They realize streaming's where it's at, and that's why they're.
No, I agree. But if they have to make money, but like,
it just sucks.
Like cable now.
It's not
like screw it. Like there's one thing I still remember to this day. I was sitting on the couch. I'm like, what the fuck's going on TV? What's the point of watching television?
There is none. Just so on.
Yeah, it's nothing. I literally shut it off and I just. Yeah. That's it. So that's my annoyances.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Thank you. So what's your difficulty this week?
All right, mine is, and it's I believe it is especially happening now with less places to go, especially where we are. Less places to go. Mm-hmm. But it happened before. But let's just say you're going out on a very busy day to like a Saturday. You know, nobody's really
like
working.
Today. The day we're
recording.
Filming,
yeah. So nobody's really working on that day. So everybody's out and about doing their whatever they need to.
Yeah, doing their thing. Yeah.
And with less places to go, everybody is going to those places. I keep saying, when we talk in off podcast or whatever, I keep saying there's nothing to do and everybody's at the nothing. So whether it be a mall or like a park or something, there's becoming less parking spaces because there's more people going. Yeah. So my difficulty this week is when somebody, and this happened before all of this too, somebody will like stand in a parking spot.
Oh my god, that's such a good one. I hate that shit.
So I'll be like, an open parking spot, right?
Yeah,
so I'm gonna go take this parking spot.
And someone's standing there.
Yeah, because I'm
right
here.
there.
And then there's two people or a person standing there. No, I'm saving this for somebody that's coming. No, actually,
exactly.
In fact, that's not how this works. Thank you. That works like that exactly 0 times. So give me my parking spot because I am here and it is open.
It's open.
And you can't run somebody over because that would be considered impolite.
Yeah.
So, So I'm like, what do you do in that situation, right?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
It's a crappy situation. Like
there was one situation that happened to me like that before.
Okay.
So I went to the nearest mall here by where I live in my area. It was packed. It was random. I went on Boxing Day of all days. Jesus Christ, right? Mm-hmm. And then what happened is that, so I went. It was a parking spot. I'm like, nice. It's like close right
excellent.
There. Yeah, excellent. And then there's, like you said, there's 2 people right there. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and I was cursing at them. I'm like, get the fuck out of the way. I'm like, this is my parking spot.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm safe from everyone. I'm like, I don't care. I was like,
I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm here now. Move.
That blows my mind that they're waiting for somebody. Like, why isn't he here then? Or
yeah, no, it's like, why is he here
or whatever? Like,
yeah, it's like he's 5 minutes. So he's like 5 minutes away. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm already here. I'm gonna be parked here.
We're saving the spot. He's 5 minutes away. Oh, that's so nice. But
yeah, that's awesome for you. And I don't give a shit.
If you could move out of the way, then
out of the way.
So then
you know
I could park my car there, get out, and go into the side of the mall.
Exactly. And then nice. And then what happened was that there was a cop right there.
Ah, nice.
And I was like, oh, I even said, I was like, oh, thank God.
Because that's actually, I don't want to use the word illegal, but it's you can't do that.
You can't do that. And I was like, hey, officer. Like, I yelled at him, like, hey, officer, because it was like summer. No, it was around winter time. What am I talking about? Boxing Day.
It was Boxing Day.
Yeah.
That's a Canadian thing too, by the way.
Yeah, Canadian thing. And then what happened was that I was like, this person here, I was here all this time, and then I was trying to park, and they won't let me go.
Oh, and also, the fact that they're standing in the middle of winter in a parking spot, saving it for do something else.
Yeah, do something else. Go inside, stay warm.
Yeah, like wait for your buddy inside. Yeah, I'm sure he'll find a spot. Like,
yeah, find a spot or something, or like your boyfriend or girlfriend, or like whatever.
And not for real.
Like Jesus Christ, man. Like, I'm here at the time.
Yeah.
And I want to take that spot.
And this happened to me like in a mall, like a mall parking lot.
Yeah, it probably happened to you a lot of places.
Yeah, and I'm sure it happens like parks or whatever now, like wherever you can actually go. And because those places are just becoming increasingly busy through all this. People just it's happened to me before. They're like standing there, and I'm like, hello.
Yeah. Excuse me. Get the hell out of the way.
Like, I'm not gonna hit you. Like, I promise you that I won't hit you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hit you. You just have to move just a couple meters that way.
You're standing actually inside of a parking spot where cars go, not humans. I didn't know if you knew that. So.
Yeah, and you know what's funny too? Like, I was gonna mention my story. So the cop came. He's like, "Yo, you gotta move, eh? Yeah. You gotta move." And
there's a car here.
I got up. I looked. I'm like, look, there's a parking spot right over there.
Yeah, or find one. You gotta circle. Just play by the rules, you know. If you can't stand in a parking spot. It's a parking spot. The car's there.
You know what really pisses me off too is, speaking of this, what we're going on right now.
Yeah.
You know what really pisses me off, and I feel like sorry for the people that have to go through this. It's when people they don't have the fucking handicap sticker or whatever.
Oh man.
And they park it there.
Listen, that's been happening forever.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah,
that really frustrates. It frustrates me because I feel sorry for those people that
need that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And then he's just some person taking that because it's convenient for them. You know what I mean?
It's convenient. Yeah.
Yeah, for them because they're the best.
Yeah, they're the best. I can have this parking spot. I'm close to
that
I go fuck yourself.
That doesn't sit well with me too. I've been like, what a hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Look at you not needing this spot, and somebody may need it, but you're parking here because you're.
Yeah, that was fascinating of you to do. You fucking piece of shit.
This podcast, this one specifically, because
it's rated R.
Is rated R.
Oh yeah, so this one really.
YouTube's gonna kick us off now. we're no longer on YouTube.
Monetize us for sure.
Go watch on other platforms. We'll be. We're no longer.
No, just the topics that we had is just. It frustrates me, man.
We're gonna be on Facebook Live now because we're no longer on YouTube pages. But that's my annoyance. Or sorry, that's.
Your difficulty.
That's my difficulty. Thank you.
No problem.
But yeah, I think that's it for this week's episode. Thank you very much for watching and listening this week. You can, of course, always find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube every Monday night at 5 p.m. The socials are on the description or the details tab if you're listening. Check us out on Instagram, doing some stuff there. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy, as always. And we're going to talk about some cool stuff next week. Mighty Ducks, maybe a couple more movies. But Andrew?
Yeah, just take care of yourself and stay safe out there. And I'm just waiting for this movie to come out finally to represent these two. And you know what? Through that trailer,
the movie looks like. It's going to be very
fascinating.